YouTube, what's good, man? Look like NBA 2K25 just dropped some player builds, my career, what? Courtside report. Let's see what they talking about, man. We're gonna go ahead and react to it. Go ahead and make sure y'all like up, subscribe, comment if you new, man. We finna see what they talking about. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. Let's go ahead and get into it, man.
Welcome back to our next NBA 2K25 courtside report. Today I'm joined by Zach Timmerman, principal producer on NBA 2K25, as well as Mark Little, my career developer. Zach, how you doing today?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me.
Now there is so much to talk about
to me,
for
Zach.
NBA 2K25. This is where fans live out their hoop dreams and build their legacy like never before. Before we get into my career, let's talk about the My Player Builder.
When you're building your My Player, you're not just building a legacy this year, you're also building a dynasty for your team. And we understand this is a very integral moment, a very important decision. And so we put a lot of time into ensuring that the various paths that we have in the builder are going to allow all walks of our gamers to be able to make the player that they want to make. To create your own, it's the builder where you just have so many options, changing your position, changing your size. You can articulate through every single one of your attributes and get to right where you want to go with your builder, all while you can see the various perks that your player is eventually going to be equipped with. Ultimately, it's the builder where somebody
Hold on.
wants
Go
to mess around
back.
with thousands of possibilities.
I seen some. Go back. They were showing new badges. Physical finisher. I ain't never seen that. Improves the player ability to battle through contact and convert contact layups. Okay, so we got some new badges. Layup mix master. Hits fancy layups at high rate. Okay. Set shot specialist. Boost chances of knocking down standstill shots. Oh, so they bringing them type of badges back in the game now. Okay. Shifty shooter, improve a player's ability to successfully make high difficulty shots. I'm guessing like kind of like fades and all that type shit, right? Post fade phenom, that's kind of like the same shit.
Can eventually make the build that they want to. We also have our pro build making veterans that have been playing the game for a long time. They're probably going to want to jump in there as well. There's also another group that wants to jump in there to try to make a unique build that nobody else in the world has made.
This sounds really intriguing. One thing I loved about last year was community members submitting their builds and you guys implementing them into the game. Are those returning this year?
The community builds feature that we had last year, it was really exciting. It was really nice to grab the best build makers that we have out there, be able to have them put their build in the game. Ultimately, people, when they would grab these builds, they felt like they could instantly compete and play with the best gamers out there. They'll be available season 2. We'll be dropping new ones each season with the intention of giving you access to the latest and greatest play styles that are out there.
A lot of new features coming with this new builder system, Zach. What else can you share about creating your My Player in 2K25?
In each of these builder paths, there's access to more information than we've ever given you before. You'll see which badges you qualify for. You'll see which takeovers you qualify for in our new takeover system. And you'll also be able to see which animations your player will qualify for. Ultimately, it's going to give you a really good feel for whether or not the player's going to
have a bunch of different takeovers
through the animation system.
I love all that, but I especially love the new takeover system.
Takeover's back in a new way this year. We have 70 takeovers and 14 special abilities. In the build.
Special abilities? Hold on. 70 takeovers. And 12 special abilities. It's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. That might be some nice. They might be on to something with that one. They might be on to something.
You can see which takeovers you qualify for. Once you get into My Career, you can swap your takeovers in and out. They all have
barbecue chicken, elevate, bucket. Look at these fundamentals: glass gunner, board beast, eraser horse. Bro.
Attribute requirements that
I think they got me.
You're able to equip these takeovers. Once you get into the game, you're going to see your takeover.
I think they got me. I think I'm
pre-ordering. And it's kind of like 5 levels of hotness. Once you hit level 5,
gotta be first
the special
online.
ability turns on, and that allows you to kind of dominate the game for a short period of time.
Okay, 70 takeovers. What are some of your favorites?
I think the one that I've been gravitating towards the most is barbecue chicken. If you're a hoop head, you know what that name means. It means you're about to put somebody in the post and turn them into a rag doll. It boosts throughout the levels of takeover. It boosts your post control, your shot close, and your strength. And then when the special ability turns on, it turns on deep post bag, which essentially allows you to completely dominate the post, again, for a short period of time, in shots, back downs, every post move you can think of. So it's a lot of fun for somebody who likes to play in the post.
What can you tell us about badges in 2K25?
This year we have
tell us
40
some more
badges.
about that.
They're a lot more all-encompassing than they have been in the past. Each one of them has a larger...
Okay, hold on. Ankle assassin. So they don't got ankle breaker no more. They got ankle assassin. So I'm guessing ankle breakers is gonna be back this year, increasing the ability to break down the defender or cross them up. So I know what I'm making. I'm making me a build that can dribble for sure, because that's gonna be crazy. Then they got lightning launch. I'm guessing that's kind of like quick first step type shit. Mini marksman. Shifty shooter. They got some shit on here. Versatile visionary.
impact. And so we're really happy with the badge allotment that we have right now. We feel like we've hit every part of basketball that's important, and ultimately we're accentuating everybody's play style for these badges.
One other thing I want to talk about is badge progression.
Badge progression is basically how often are you using your badge. The more often you use the badge, the faster it's going to progress. Ultimately, though, if you don't use your badge this year, you won't regress, which I'm sure our fans are pretty happy about.
So it sounds like badges are completely reworked this year in 2K25.
Yeah, so this year we introduced a new level of badge called Legend. It's a level above Hall of Fame. It's pretty difficult to get. You have to raise your attributes pretty high.
Damn.
But ultimately...
So now they got Legend instead of Hall of Fame? Well, they still got Hall of Fame, but they got Legend now on top of Hall of Fame.
You know, it really allows you to dominate in that area of the game.
Zach, I'm excited. Can't wait to get my hands on
they,
the builder.
they
Thanks for all
showing
the
out.
new details. And for all of you, stay connected
They
to the
showing out.
NBA 2K25 courtside report, where you can learn all about the new My Player Builder. Now we know about all the new exciting features in the My Player Builder, but it's time to learn about My Career. I'm joined by Mark Little. Let's
guess
jump
we
right
can
in.
talk about
What's
My
new in
Career? Let's see.
for NBA 2K25?
My career in NBA 2K25 is all about building the greatest dynasty in NBA history. You're my player this year, growing up outside of Chicago, and like his idol, Michael Jordan, he wants to
Chicago,
build...
my city. I'm pre-ordering the game, shorty. I'm pre-ordering the game. I'm sorry. My city. Y'all doing Chicago. It's supposed to be based in Chicago. Y'all is doing it.
a dynasty that lasts throughout the ages. You can learn about your My Player's history and his path to the NBA through an optional flashback story called The Heart of the Dynasty, which you get to relive 4 of his most iconic games in his pre-NBA career, including a high school state championship, a FIBA U19 World Cup, and even an open run with some NBA players where one of the players is not so happy MP got invited. And all these games are available for you to play right away. You can play them at any point in your career, but if you really want to just jump right into your NBA career and start building your dynasty, you can do that too.
So let's talk about creating your own dynasty in My Career.
Last year, we introduced the GOAT ranking system. And in that, you're able to see your My Player rise up through the rankings and ultimately become the GOAT. This year, we're adding a dynasty rankings, which is more about your team's performance and less about your personal achievements. So we've ranked the 9 greatest dynasties in NBA history. And as your team does stuff like deep playoff runs, winning championships, you'll see them rise the dynasty rankings until ultimately they get to the #1 spot and displace Michael Jordan's Bulls.
Last year, you came in with GOAT level hype. So what kind of prospect is MP in 2K25?
This year, MP is not a GOAT level hype. You're gonna have to earn your position in the starting lineup. And if the player in front of you is really good, it's gonna be even harder. This will definitely be one of your first obstacles as you try to build your dynasty.
So it sounds like I gotta earn my
So
place
they actually
in the
gonna try to
starting
make
lineup.
you
What
play
does
My
the flow
Career
look
this
like
time?
in My Career? Is it key games, every game?
I
Key
hope
games
they
are back
don't.
this year, and we're really excited.
Hope they don't make it to where it's hard to upgrade your motherfucking build, and you gotta play My Career to upgrade. Cause I'm gonna be pissed. I ain't gonna lie. Nobody trying to play that shit, man. I ain't gonna cap. But I am gonna stream when this come out of me upgrading my player and getting them up. My career, all that shit probably. I ain't gonna lie. So be prepared to see that. I ain't gonna lie. I'm trying to take over this year. Okay? See, I gotta be ready. I gotta be ready to support me, man. 100%. Let's do it.
About the improvements we've made. This year, you have a lot of control about which key games you play. We've divided the season into 2 halves, and in each half, you'll meet with your coach and GM and select a personal goal. The personal goal you pick is what determines the key games you play. We've even tiered the matchup system, so if your MP is still at a lower level, you'll match up against lower level NBA players, but if you're a 99, you're gonna be matched up against the best of the best. If that's not your thing, you could decide you wanna try and win the NBA Cup, or maybe you wanna focus on winning road road games, or maybe in your rookie season you want to show that you're the top rookie in your class. We've even got some key games that are focused entirely about you posterizing other guys. So the personal goals and key games you get to pick from is completely dependent on the build you made, your team you picked, and your current overall. So there's a lot of content depending on the scenario and play style you've picked. And on top of that, if you successfully complete your personal goal in key games, you get an all-new Dynasty badge. So the Dynasty badges you earn help improve your team and shape the Dynasty you're about to make.
This sounds exciting. What about other new features in MyCareer that you can talk about?
There's a lot more than I'm going to be able to go into here today, but I'll give you a few more of my favorites. So earlier I mentioned you can play a FIBA game in the optional flashback story. Well, you can also play FIBA games in our new revised off-season flow. You'll be able to play FIBA friendlies, FIBA qualifiers, and even a FIBA tournament that you can invite other NBA stars to join you. And speaking of NBA stars, this year we're also adding jersey swaps. So there are optional highlight games on your calendar where you can earn jerseys from players like Jalen Brunson or Victor Wembanyama only if you pass the in-game challenges against their teams. And you're going to want to collect those jerseys because not only can you wear them around the city, but you can also put them on display in your Mycourt.
You said Mycourt? Mycourt is returning?
I can't talk too much about Mycourt, but I'm confirming Mycourt is back. You know, Mycourt's been a feature that people have been wanting for a long time, and we're very happy to bring it to 2025.
All right, Mycourt, exciting stuff.
I wonder if you can customize and all that.
Dynasty in
like
NBA 2K25's
way more now.
Mode. Mark, thanks so much for joining us and sharing all this great insight.
Yeah, thanks you, Chris.
And for all of you, stay tuned for more courtside reports on NBA 2K25.
K2K, man, y'all got in y'all bag, ain't gonna lie. We thought y'all was over with, but nah, y'all got some more shit in y'all bag, I ain't gonna lie. I'm ready for it. I will be pre-ordering it. I will be posting videos. I will be streaming. So let's get ready for this, man. Let's get ready to take over, man. It's all year. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, subscribe, comment if you're new. And I'm out.